KATC Weather Lab. Here's Eric's forecast.
As we continue to be stuck in this summertime pattern, we have these warm start to our days getting us into the lower 90s, but eventually that leads to those afternoon pop-up showers and thunderstorms developing across the area like we had again this afternoon. And it looks like a similar story for our Sunday, about a 50-60% chance. So keep that umbrella in the car, and you're going to want to keep it there heading into the new work week, as we'll keep high rain chances for not only Monday but also into Tuesday before things start to finally back off by the mid part of next week. The reason the rain chances are so high as we take a look at the satellite and radar is we do have a frontal boundary that is slowly working its way down into our region. Right now, what's left of Gordon has merged with that system and is producing very heavy rains that have been going nonstop pretty much all throughout the day, back through Ohio and over into the mid-Atlantic, where they've seen 5-6 inches of rain throughout much of the day. So just very heavy rain for those locations. Even a few thunderstorms back through Kentucky. Also have some heavy rains moving out of Arkansas and pushing into Tennessee this evening, and then farther down into Texas and now pushing into the northwestern portions of Louisiana. We do have some decent showers ongoing, but that will fall apart and not really make its way down. But the front is still way back over here towards Dallas, so it'll be moving down and then kind of stalling out, and that's going to keep us on the fairly high rain chances not only tomorrow but also in the Monday and Tuesday. Earlier this afternoon we did have those scattered showers mainly work through Acadia and up into St. Landry Parish, but we also did have a couple here in Lafayette, especially in the southeastern portions of the hub city. You saw some of that rain earlier today, but as mentioned, we do have some showers and thunderstorms still ongoing back up towards Vernon Parish and getting ready to move over into repeat. So Alexandria, you could see a little bit of the rain later on this evening, and as this system extends farther down to the south, we will have the chance for a few isolated showers, mainly to work into western portions of Acadiana later tonight, and then that'll fire up more storms tomorrow afternoon. But the big story continues to be what's going on out in the tropics, as we are watching 3 tropical storms right now, but I would say within the next 24 to 36 hours, we could have 3 hurricanes out in the Atlantic, as we have Florence, Isaac just formed today, and then Helene, who formed yesterday. So we have 3 systems that are spinning, and they're all beginning to strengthen. So as mentioned, we could soon have 3 hurricanes within the next 24 to 36 hours. But right now, Tropical Storm Florence up to a very strong tropical storm, winds up to 70 miles per hour, starting to get a little better organized as we're seeing a little bit more convection, and we're starting to see a little bit more rotation with this system as it's beginning to push out of all that wind shear and is moving over very warm waters. But right now, not moving that fast, so it's not going to move all that far within the next couple days. As you can see by Monday, still hasn't really made its way that far out into the water. But going into the mid part of the week, you can see that thing will really start to pick up as it moves over the very warm waters of the Atlantic, and that's why it could get up to a Category 4 hurricane, 145 miles per hour winds by Tuesday evening, and maintain that strength as it heads towards the Carolina coast. So this is something the East Coast is going to have to be paying very close attention to, as it could make landfall as a very powerful Category 4, 130 miles per hour winds. So that would be a very devastating situation, and then could produce heavy rainfalls up and down the East Coast as it's going to kind of stall out in that area. So definitely going to be watching this very closely within the next 5 days to see exactly what happens with that. For Helene, winds up to 60 miles per hour. It's moving off to the west, northwest at about 13. Still not looking overly that good, but starting to get also a little bit better of a circulation with the system. Could soon get an eye. Maybe as we head into Sunday evening, you can see getting up to about a hurricane. Not looking to be overly that strong. Could get up to a Category 2 hurricane by early next week, but then as it travels up to the north and northeast and stays out over the waters, it should begin the weekend. So no real concerns with Helene, so that is the good news. But this track is going to keep Isaac farther to the south and keep it moving off to the west, so that could mean more trouble down the line for us. Right now, it is up to 50 miles per hour wind, so it's also getting its act together, and as I mentioned, pushing off to the west and going to remain on that westerly track. And so it'll be then heading towards the Les Antilles Islands by the mid part of next week, also beginning to strengthen and could become a hurricane by Monday. Up to about 90 mile per hour wind, so getting close to a Category 2 storm as it makes landfall near the Dominican area. But you can see it then begins to make its way into the Caribbean Sea, and as that happens, that's when we're going to have to start paying really close attention to it, because once it gets into there, then it could maybe make its way into the Gulf of Mexico and head towards us. But right now, models kind of keep it down towards the south, towards Central America. So hopefully that track continues. Locally, in the short term, not much going on. Maybe an isolated shower down towards the Gulf Coast tomorrow morning. Front gets closer to us, sparking off a decent round of scattered showers tomorrow afternoon, some of which could be on the heavy side, staying with us even as we push into the evening. So I think we'll have to watch that a little closer. Then moving into Monday, the front kind of then turns into a stationary front, again keeping us on that rich moisture side. So 50–60% chance for hit or miss showers Monday afternoon. Rainfall totals look to be only from about a ½ inch to an inch, but you can see some areas could get a little bit more than that. They get some of the heavier downpours that round in, but I'm not expecting any flooding with this. So a warm and muggy night for our Saturday. Cloudy, isolated shower out to the northwest, 74 for the overnight low. Peaks of sun to begin our Sunday, 88 for the high, but we will have those scattered showers and storms during the afternoon developing. High rain chances Monday and Tuesday, temperatures in the mid-80s. A little lower rain chances towards the end of the week, allow a little bit more sunshine, getting temperatures back into the lower 90s. And next weekend doesn't look to be too bad. Upper 80s to lower 90s with a 40% chance for some of those hit or miss showers.
All right.